What is going on, everyone? Today we are back with an event video. It is Soul-Awakening and we have Soul-Awakening Gala this time. So I'm gonna be aiming for 200 points and get myself a B stone. We are starting off the day at 20 points already, and that is from my two free awakenings actually. I got pretty lucky there. I had one saved up going into the week. Or like the double, and then I got one extra as well, and I hit on my first one. I hit a pretty insane copy C plus here with the 1 B trait, and then on my second one I hit a C minus, so a very good start. And we're gonna start off the day here with one more free awakening. This will be my last one, I guess, for this event. I don't think I'm gonna have enough time to get points for one more, but here we go for a Mockman copy. It is a more normal one this time for the free one, E+. And here's the thing, I do have a lot of stones, and I think I will be using some of them to get some free points here today. I am waiting to get myself a copy of Betty, so we could do a B here, and maybe also go for a guaranteed upgrade on Elena, thinking about doing a B stone there as well. However, before we get to the B stones, we're gonna start with some soul-bound awakenings. So we need some heroes for that, we need some copies. We're gonna go with Aspen for this one, so let's just go ahead and pull, let's say 15 of these guys. 750 shards right there. Alright, so what we're starting with is actually 12 of these before opening any chests, so let's just go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go with Aspen for these 12. Alright, starting off with a D minus. And here it would be nice if you actually could just get the Aspen immediately there and like continue with the same hero, or an option to make that a little bit faster, especially if you have a lot of heroes and the one you want is at the very end. Can be a little bit annoying. But we're off to the third soulbound copy. A blue one. What else we got? Only blue and yellow so far. Another E copy. See if we can't get a little bit of extra luck on this one. Maybe something a little bit higher. It's a D1 E+. Going through these pretty quick, but not expecting anything too crazy, and then I'm a little bit more excited about getting my B stones. Here we are for another free awakening. It's just E copy after E copy. Alright, tiny upgrade, barely. D minus. And we're almost done with the first 12 here. See, we only got 2 of these left. And then I'm thinking we go for a stone on Betty. And also have a quick look at the progress. Ending it on another E minus right there. And we are up to 86 on that one. I mean, if I'm looking at my points here, we check out the point details. This is like from the 12 first free, it's E plus and D minus on all of them basically. Alright, so we're switching it up. We're going for the B stones. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go with double B stone for this one. Soulbound B stone. And we're gonna do Betty and Elena. And then I'm saving the B plus, I think, because I'm not 100% what I'm gonna do with that. Probably I'm leaning towards going with the Wukong. Maybe we can get lucky there. But for today we're doing Betty and we're doing Elena. So let's get it. And of course the stones can be found here in Soulbound. And yeah, over 90% on B, but there are also increased chances that we hit higher than B, so B plus 7%. Alright, here we go for the first B stone of the day. Alright. And it looks to be a pretty standard B. Nothing crazy there, a normal B, nothing crazy with the stats on that one. Then we have one more, it's gonna be on Elena, so we're gonna get a new copy for that. So we do have 2 copies here actually in the bag, perfect for a summoning right now. And we're back to the Soulbound. Actually, you know what, we're switching it up a little bit, we're taking a quick break from the B stone, we're going back to some regular summoning here, just to change it up a little bit. We're not doing all the stones at once. And so we're back to the Aspen copies, we're back to the Soulbound Awakenings. So let's do 5 of these, and then we're doing the B stone. I think I got all my luck on the free awakenings on my first 2. That wasn't in the video. Because after, or with today on the basically the free ones, the regular ones, we're only hitting E and D minus, it seems. Another D minus right there. And actually I forgot to count how many we're doing here. So let's say we'll do 2 more. We'll do this and 1 more, so we got an E plus. And for this one, can we beat D minus? That is the real question. No, we cannot. It's another D minus right there. Alright, Elena using a B stone again for this one. Should at least be some upgrades on this. Alright, here we go. Alright, it's starting off good. Close though, it was starting off so good. We're almost made it into an A tier, god damn. That would have been amazing if we could land another A tier on the account. Wow, we got a B plus though, so I mean a B plus. It is still an upgrade, but damn, would have been fun to see another A tier right there on the attack there as well. Okay. So with that, we got a new Elena copy. I'm not really sure what we had on this one, but okay, it was the full B minus even on this. Okay, we can even check out the stats upgrade right now. We'll do a swap here. So we're at 7.5 million attack. That should be like the biggest change, I think. Goes up to 9.6. Wow, that's a pretty drastic upgrade there, especially percentage wise. Might not look for some people who are way ahead of this account. It doesn't seem like that much, but when it comes to percentage, a very good amount. Alright, that is pretty sweet. Great upgrade though overall there on Elena. Also Betty from no stone to now a B copy. And that takes us all the way to 143 points. So we are about 3/4 of the way there. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna head into Soulbound Awakening again, and we're gonna continue with these Aspen copies that we got. We do have 6 more for now. I do have a bunch of chests that I can go open as well. We'll see how far this takes us though. We are about 60 points away, maybe closer to 50 now. Alright. Small upgrade, but it is a D copy. That might be the best normal awakening of the day. Kind of sad to say, but I think that might be true. We haven't seen a single purple actually. We have seen more red stones today than we have seen purple. Alright, here we go. We are keeping it strong with the e-copies though. Nothing to go crazy about. With these awakenings right here, I definitely think we're gonna have to dig into the bag, get some chests and some new awakenings. Let's have a quick look so we don't overdo it. That took us to 175. Alright, I went to fetch some more soulbound awakenings, so here we go. We are doing 3 more copies of Aspen and then we're actually running out. So we're gonna be moving on to some Betty copy as well. Oh wow! There we go. There it is. Some skill damage as well. The first C copy of the day. Almost at the very end. That is crazy though. Oh my god, alright, alright. Back to back C. Maybe we don't really have to do that many more then. That was unexpected. And 198. So very close. So this will be the last awakening of the day. We're doing 1 more Betty copy. Here it is. Let's finish off strong. Amazing finisher. E minus. Yeah, alright, so I mean it did take us the closest we could get to our goal. We could not have hit it any closer after hitting 198. So with that we do reach 200 and we are gonna get ourselves some rewards here right away. Going with the artifact and then we're going with some sublimation chest. Getting all of this. And the thing with this event though is that you don't get the B stone as soon as you hit 200. You have to wait for the event to end. But if you do manage to get to 200 points or above, you will be receiving a B stone in the mail. Alright guys, that was it for the awakening session for me. Not that much excitement for the normal awakenings. However, the stones were pretty fun. Almost managed to get a second A tier on the account. I was pretty excited there when I saw the first redstone. However, it was a B+, so some overall upgrades though to the account. And we are also refilling our contract store gems, which is a pretty big deal right now because I was spending so much in last week's event. We had Chinese New Year and I went all in for the first time with 7,500 contract storage gems. So that was a big event for the account. A lot of resources from that. So guys, if you haven't checked the previous week's event video out, you can do so on the channel. It is the most recent video uploaded right before this one, of course. And yeah, that's it for this week. I hope you guys had some insane luck this week. Let me know how your awakening session went down below. And until next time guys, have a good one. Peace.